Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Greg Allison with Green Greg's coming to you on the night of the 15th of February 2021. Time on deck 205400 hours Central. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. This is Greg Allison. Central Standard Time. Yeah. Had to mute that thing there. All right, my friends. My fellow swivel heads, how are you doing? I got some stuff to show you here in a second. This ice storm has been something else through the country. We've had some heck of a time with the cold weather and everything else going on. I just did a little session today. I took y'all out and showed y'all around about. We actually took a drive. I gave you some tips on driving in icy weather. Tip number one being don't drive in icy weather. And I went into much further discussion about it. Of course, I did live in Alaska for a couple of years. That gives me a little bit of an edge on driving on ice. But the problem is that you got to deal with all the locals too, who don't know how to drive on ice. And that's the scary thing. But fortunately, at the moment when I was out, the roads weren't icy yet. They will be tonight because it's dropping and dropping fast. It's going to be about 10 degrees Fahrenheit here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in and show you in a moment the website. I got to do a share for this in a second. And bada bing, bada bang. Oh. So this is going to take you in. You're going to see us here. It's going to look funny for a second. It's going to get nested if I leave it here too long. We're going to go right here. Bam. We don't want to stay there too long. All right, my friends. Here it is. This is what we're looking at. I'm sure some of you can be signing on after I show this. So right now in the United States, this is the numbers. Red means over 100,000 people without power. 50 to 100 is orange. And 10 to 50K is in yellow. Now, this has changed today because earlier Kansas, Missouri, and Alabama and Arkansas were all in the yellow categories, but the crews have been out working and apparently got some of this out. So there's still customers out. Look here, 8,987. Here, there's 1,700 in Georgia. There are people out of power in states, not as much in these states, but some of these have been fixed to a good degree. Well, wait a minute, only 66 out in Kansas. Well, that's a big improvement. So you can get a better number here. So what happens is you can come down here also and see the numbers for the states that are colored red at least. Red states. I don't know if all these are red states and blue states in the election. Maybe they should pick other colors, right? So again, if you look at Oregon, by far, Texas has got the most power outages. Texas at 4,220,522. If you add up Texas, Oregon, Kentucky at 147,000, and then you just do a little math. I rounded these down. So if you add up the red states, the states colored in red, that is 4,639,932. So if you take and just assume that these are 50,000 and not 100,000, and these are 10,000 and not 50,000, which there's going to be somewhere in between. Here, 43,000 in Mississippi. So that's close to 50,000. But see, just taking the lower end would have got you to 4,739,932. But when you add in, no, so 4,779,932. When you really factor in, if you go through all these, what you're going to find, and then there's other states that's got power outages still. There's over 5 million people in the United States who are out of power. Only 27 in Nevada. Nevada's doing good. Look at California, you're not in the leader of being powered out today. So there we are. These are the people that don't have power in the United States. It's somewhere north of the 5 million mark. So why is this important? Well, because this ice can do a lot of extensive damage. Now, I think in Texas, this is rolling blackouts. So it's more of a power demand issue, apparently. And there's some places are probably out, got real permanent damage and will be out for a while. The key thing is that if you get severely damaged lines, it can take weeks to get them all fixed if there's lots of them. We had an area in southeast Huntsville here several years ago that I think it took them about 4 weeks to get back online, which is incredible. That surprised me how long it took to get those guys back on. That's a ritzy area in our community, real ritzy area of town in Huntsville, Alabama. I say Huntsville. I don't actually live in Huntsville, but I work in and out. I have lived in Huntsville, but I live in Tony, Alabama. I'm about 14 miles out of Huntsville, 12, 14 miles out of Huntsville, northwest, heading up toward Tennessee. All right, all that said, this people can be without power for a long time. So, this is why you need to prep. Prepping is both short-term and long-term. A lot of people say, have 72 hours worth of, food and preps available. I can tell you, probably ain't enough, even for a lot of short-term potentials. I mean, we've had Hurricane Sandy in the Northeast. We've had Katrina down in Louisiana, New York with Sandy, Louisiana, New Orleans with Katrina. We've had some big problems that lasted a while, and these were all very localized problems. This is a more nationwide problem. That means the bucket trucks have got to get around a whole lot more. So when we had the tornadoes wipe North Alabama out, bucket trucks came from all over the United States. Well, these bucket trucks got a few more places to go to this time, so they're going to be pretty busy. That said, Alabama did get a lot of power restored today. We were yellow, which meant we had over 10,000. So we're blue now, but we still got nearly 9,000 out of power. We just don't have enough to color yellow anymore. So they're working on it. They're fixing it. That's a good thing. Some of these may just be just little squirrels or something. A wind blew, knocked something out. You see the real low numbers. I wouldn't expect much out of that. Washington State's got a fair number out, but you expect them next to a red state. It's just a future political map. Yikes. Anyhow, so all in line of prepping. Blow this up. Hang on, stop this share. Bang. Hey, hello. There we go. I'll come back to this map because I know some people are going to join us a little bit late here in this podcast. I'm going to try to make this go quick. And boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Got 110 people watching. I'm not seeing anything in the comment section. Oh, you know what? I've noticed this before. Sometimes people can't comment till I say something. So I'm going to type in Halo and see what happens. I've noticed that before. As long as nobody said anything, I just recalled that. I have had that problem in the past. 114 people watching is pretty good. I would expect to see a lot of comments by now. But that's the odd thing with this channel. I've noticed that when I go live from my computer, sometimes I've had to type in to see comments. There we go. Now they're coming in. All right, guys. Hey, just bear in mind, people, just bear in mind that in the process of prepping, I do have a special, and it can mean a lot to you in times like this. You can get 20% off long-term storage food. It lasts 25 years. Go to prepwithgreg.com. That's my quick shameless plug. Go to prepwithgreg.com. And there's a lot of other prepping supplies available there too. Like when the power's out, you might want water filtration or something like that. So check the prepwithgreg.com and click on the My Patient Supply logo. This is lightweight stuff because it's freeze-dried. It comes in nice little pouches that you can open these things up, and you can carry these pouches in your backpack. You see that? That carries a whole lot easier. That's got 4 servings of food in it, which is a lot easier to carry than these that have 2 servings each. So there you go. And no, it's not hard like a can. There's a lot of advantage. Yeah, you got to rehydrate it, but hey, that's what you get water filters for. And I did a good video on filtered water. So there we go, my friends. So bear in mind that we got a lot of tensions in our country. We got a lot of tensions in our society. We got a lot of tensions internationally. These are all reasons to be prepping, all reasons to prep. But all these little catastrophes too. You know, the fact that I'm prepping really saved me when we had our power went out for a week here when we had the tornadoes in 2011. So let's see. So glad I don't live in Texas anymore, says Sabra. Okay, Sabra Sandy. All righty, Judy. How you doing, Judy? Got power. Knock on wood. You better knock on some wood too. Yeah, it's all about humility, my friends. It's all about humility. Knock on my back scratcher. That's bamboo. Bamboo don't count, does it? I got a little bit of real wood here. Probably that's the most wood. So, got to have some humility. Got to have a sense of humor. Live straw. Just remember, the filters do not kill viruses. They do not filter. Viruses are small enough to get through all those filters. That's why you still need to be able to purify water. I mean, they help, but I would definitely still consider purifying water. I did a very extensive video on that some time back. You know, I tell you what, we're going to go screen share here real quick. I want y'all to see this. A lot of people, Greg, I don't know where this is at. I don't see it. I don't find it. But guess what we're going to do? I am going to do a screenshot. Give me a second. I am going to go to my channel. And, oh, I may have to mute this. I hope not. I think that it's not popping up with that other noise making video. It opens up a lot. So what we're going to do is go down, and I'm going to do a screen share. Kind of got it almost there. Screen share, screen share. If y'all come in on your computer, this is what it's going to look like. Well, you won't see those numbers. There we are live. 145 people watching. Awesome, awesome. You guys, check this video out. The one I did earlier today. Sorry, I got in a hurry. I didn't turn my phone sideways when I first started. I can't convert it once I get it going. But that's a good video. Talked a lot about what to do for ice. And of course, y'all seen my worm video. But you come down here, survival and prepping with green Gregs. There's a winter wild foraging. So if you want to know how to forage for wild winter food, and there I am with my bolo knife that I've had since I was 12 years old. Check that out. What you need to try, why most preppers will die. You need to check these videos out, guys. But this one right here, filter and sanitize water using natural and manufactured filters and solar sanitation. I show several methods in here for doing all these things. So I can click on it and stop the, oh good, it's muted. So here I am out here, I'm showing you how to use charcoal and gravel and sand and straw. There's some really dirty water and plastic bottles. I also got my Pour Pure filter, which is a lot like a Berkeley, except don't have a plastic spout. It's got metal. So it's actually better than the Berkeley. Similar filters. So I show you here several ways to do this, you know. And I also talk about live straw, cellular filters. I had all that, ceramic filters, which is in here. I show you several different filters, how to make your own filter. There's one of my other favorite knives. That's my K-bar knife. See the K-bar? Boom, boom, boom. A little bit of overkill for cutting a bottle. And you'll be better off to use a bigger bottle. But I'm showing you how to make the charcoal here, everything you need to know to filter and sanitize water. I talk about it to great extent in that video. It's one of the most comprehensive videos on the topic on YouTube, as far as I know. I've seen other videos that don't go near as much territory that have over 1 million views on them. So promote this video. People need to know this stuff to stay alive. All right, so let's get out of this, stop the share. Hey, hello. We're going to do another share here. Let's go back to, for those of you that just joined, we can pull back up the map. Well, let's talk about, we'll pull back up the map toward the end because there'll be more people joining here in a few minutes. So we'll pull back up the map in a minute. So I took you guys on a ride and gave you some driving tips. Guys, you know, for situations like this, what's good things to do? One, get your house preheated a little bit. Don't let it be cold when the power goes out. Two, you need backup heat sources. You start thinking about wood heat. Think about kerosene heat. But, you know, for long-term, kerosene is not going to be replenishable if the grid is down for long term. Unless you get something else you can burn in lieu of it. But you don't necessarily want to do that in the house. So you got to have a real clean fuel to want to burn in the house because you got carbon monoxide potentials. You know, candles, a lot of people use candles. They're fire hazards. You got to be careful of all these things that could give you a fire hazard. There's a lot of people building these little clay hot heaters. I'm going to have to try one of those. That looks kind of interesting. You haven't got open fire in the house, you got a bit of a fire hazard. At least the fuel is not a great amount of it. If you spill a wax candle on your sofa, that sofa might go up, poof, all at once. You got to be really careful. Stuff, carpet, you know, is it going to go on flame? You know, there's a lot of flame retardants using things these days that may or may not be good or work. Of course, flame retardant itself is toxic. So there you go. There's so many things. So I think we're backing out on some of that stuff, which means new stuff might be more flammable than it was a few decades ago. All right, all that said, don't be running a generator in your house or in your enclosed garage tonight, okay, folks? It's getting down, it's dropping temperature fast. I just went back out to the greenhouse. I gave my rabbits some more water, and I went in the greenhouse and fired up my shop heater because it's like 21 degrees, so I stepped outside. Outdoors, it was 32 in the greenhouse. But I didn't want to get too cold in there. Mainly, I just don't want ice to form outside. I don't think I'm getting more precip tonight, so I'm probably good in that area. Actually, my system can handle lower temperatures. I do need to go back and double check the system, outdoor system out here, make sure that everything's plugged in. I do have some heaters plugged in. The well water's running. So things are running and gunning. And I should probably come here and check my comments again real quick, see what folks got to say. Make sure everybody's happy today. Bear with me a second, my friends, so I get to the right spot here. All right. Check comments. So we're going to go back and do another little share to look at that power outage map. So what are folks saying here? Any blessings from Vicky? All right, thank you. Halo from the Wise Will Thrive. It's our job here. Thrive, survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. T-Bird says, hello, Vortex. That worked. That worked for me to say something here. Yeah, I got that. Sorry about that, guys. I just thought freezing in Texas. I bet. Yeah, it's getting cold here and Heart of Dixie too. Last transmission meeting, something went wrong. What was that? There you go. The Halo, says Charles. Richard Bell. Judy. I have power, knock on wood. I already read that. John A. Rick, what's going on, Greg? Well, we see it. It's crazy weather. Vicky, everybody help Greg battle. The Al Gore has no rhythm. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, we got 190 people in the room, but only 83 thumbs up. So definitely give me some thumbs up, folks. It really does help with my Al Gore who has no rhythm. You know, you got to do that. So Bill, junking food, junkie full. Keep your water dripping. Yeah, I got some water running full time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drip water in the house tonight. Once it gets, I think, below 15 degrees, I'm in the territory of my house. I better start dripping some. Tap and rack. Okay. Hello, Joy. Lifestyle says BH. So what we got? Omega survival. Oh, now we got Omega, Alpha Omega, the beginning and end survival supply. I'm in Missouri and I haven't lost power yet. Thankfully, we're good for that. Good for you. The stove is about to run out. Uh-oh, Judy. Yeah, about almost 5 million. So it's up there. But part of it's rolling blackouts we're having in Texas. Texas is the hardest hit. We have, minus 15 to minus 30. Woo-wee. Homestead in the heartland. And North Dakota. Yeah, it might cool there, isn't it? So we are mild for this time of the year, averaging about 10 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than normal. Okay, Richard Bell. That can happen. So yeah. It changes and varies around. King on common law says, I live in interior British Columbia. Power outages are normal here. I bet they are. Yeah, I bet they are. I've been through British Columbia, right all the way down through British Columbia. I drove down Alaska Highway. So I cut through the northeast part, and then I cut back through, coming back through Alberta down to Vancouver. Drove down the Fraser River Canyon. Beautiful country. Steely Dan, snowing so hard in Michigan you can't even see the outside. That's funny, Steely. So it's snowing in Southwest Ohio, says Didi. Hi, Shelley. How you doing? No power came to X's house without my generator. Oh, you had to stay with X. That's scary. Well, I wish you well. Vicky, I've spent some time looking up DIY rocket masonry stoves. Yeah. Those are interesting, Bill. You got to keep feeding them, though. John Avery, I eat viruses. No, we all do, actually. We want to or not. Let's hope we don't need any bad ones. That's the key thing. Oh, I can't wait. Everyone watching from Ohio State. All righty. Oh, Washington State. I'm part. My bad, Washington State. King on the common law. My son makes rocket stoves. Yeah, there you go. Judy Campbell's put out heat, but careful doing that. Yeah, no kidding. Are flammable. King on common law. Old tires save your life in the great white north. Old tires, I hope you burn them outside. They burn nasty. BH, everyone is okay. And Dixie Bangham. Judy, Homesteading. Our chickens are freezing too. Oh no. All right, somebody asking where and what states. Well, I'm in Alabama. People won't respond to that. Had to open the door to cool it down. Oh my gosh, Judy. Burning a tire in the house? I hope not. Katie Moyer is, we're going to collect eggs 3 times a day until some freeze. Yeah, that's a good thing. Get them soon. Goons are us. It is late. I got car sick and driving around with you earlier. Sorry about that, Goons. So I forgot your car sick. Much love from Amanda all the way down in down under. It's warm down there. She's got summertime. We'd all just transmute ourselves and beam down to Australia, right? I'm trying stuff, but walking. Yeah, I just walked across my little ice bridge. I had a little more ice on it now. All right. Stay warm, millions without power is crazy during the winter. Yeah, I'm going to go back here in a minute and show you the map. Show you, yeah, we got 215 in the room now. That's awesome. Low chicken, Susie Q. Wow, Oklahoma. Yeah, we're going to go back to the map here in a minute. As soon as I get through these messages, chickens are dry out in the wind. They just need to have their feet flat so they can protect their under the feathers. Yep, yep. Keep your animal. How you keep animals warm in this? Well, some animals are just built for it. They got so much fur, but sometimes you really gotta put a lot of stuff. If it's breezy, I definitely have to hang a bunch of stuff around my rabbit cage. Thankfully, it's not breezy right now. 19 Fahrenheit and falling fast, said GD, I bet. -8 in Arkansas. Woo-wee. All right, KP. 18 degrees C is 6 degrees F. Yeah, a lot of people right now would like some 60-degree F, Amanda. Yeah, we're in a -C right now, -C. Blue alien, all this weather was engineered. Okay, spring the skies. So you're freezer right now. Yeah, we're freezer. We're in the freezer outside. Sky's falling, says the wildcats die from -1 degrees. I doubt that. Maybe some kittens. Shoot, I've seen cats make it outside. I just tried to take my big furry cat in. She don't want to come in the house. She'll make it. I've had skinny cats and her outside in colder weather than this. You think some weather is engineering? Well, you can definitely make it rain if you want to by seeding clouds. A lot of debate on that. You know, they have technology, but how do they have the implementation systems for it? Big question. My goodness, we had a barbecue beef ribs for dinner. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I hadn't even ate dinner yet, so I want to hurry up for this video. Hello, Greg, you dog, you halo, says We Are Monsters. All right, hello, everyone, says Franklin. Finally stopped snowing in Washington, says Blue Alien. All right. Just going through the notes here for anybody just logging in. Yeah, I try to spend more time reading people's comments than a lot of other channels do. Sometimes it gets to be much. Oh, Desert Rose in Oklahoma, it's -11. Woo-wee. Vicky, power loss and no heat, and our population. Oh, 5 degrees F, says Kristen. 5 degrees F. This was prophecy. What was it? DMM. And Amanda, I do anything to see snow again. Well, Amanda, you get up here, you might see some. Outdoor kitty is hiding under the house right next to the furnace. Smart cat. Hey, Jason, how you doing? How cold is it there? Somebody just says -5 degrees. And that's your way. All right, we are the monsters. Heat wave in PA. It's 29. And hey, when I lived in Alaska, north of the range, and it had been 40 below for over a month, and I flew down to Anchorage, and there's only 0 degrees, I'm going, heat wave, flinging the park off. Where's the beaches? Where's the beach? Man, tough as you are, tough as all of you. What's your temp, Greg? Well, when I last walked outside, it was about 21. I'm on Telegram. No, I'm not on Telegram. It takes some time for me to get on some other social medias and learn my way around them. Greetings from Mississippi, Gandalf. Greetings to you there, Dixie Viper. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go do another share. We're going to go back one more time and look and do an update on this deal with the weather. Give me a second. Now, there's a delay from when I see people's messages and when y'all type them in. So it takes me, you hear me talking to people after it, that's why there's a delay there. So let's do a screen share again. We're going to go back to, before I do that, I need to change that screen. Give me one momentum, please. Oops, I did the wrong thing here. There we are. Let's make sure this update. It's supposed to update every 10 minutes. Loading map. Bam, there it is. All these red states are over 100,000 out, so you can just hover over it and see. Texas outages went up a little bit. last time I was here a few minutes ago, it said 4,220,522. You see now it's 4,295,000. So it's gone up 75,000. 75,000 more in Texas in the last 10 or so minutes. Oregon, let me see what these numbers. California wasn't on the list. Now they're on the list. They were blue. Okay. Mississippi, 42,000. See, I think Mississippi was red at one point. Kentucky's red. Look at that. 141,000 out in power in Kentucky. Tennessee, 15. 26 in North Carolina, Virginia, 82,511. Yeah, Virginia's going up. And West Virginia's 91,000. Ohio's 22,000. See, in Alabama, we're not colored now. We're dropping. We're still dropping since let's logged on. Now we're down to 7,000. It was 8,000 something. Wow, Alabama's power outages is dropping. It was yellow, so that's good. We're getting the power restored here. I'm sure they're trying to work it everywhere they can, but they're having to battle these storms. Anywho, well, there it is, my friends. There it is. Let's do a stop share. Hey, hello. And got a rocket from a balloon, and off we go. So I had our meeting today with the Freedom Restoration Foundation. We are hopefully we'll have our website out there if everybody sticks to the schedule. We might have a website out in a week. So if you want to join the Freedom Restoration Foundation, be sure to email me at info@freedomrestorationfoundation.org and put freedom in the subject line. If you want to join our survival tribe, you can use the same email and put survival in the survival tribe in the subject line. So let me go back to the Google and see what you folks are saying in here since I last was in here. Check a few more messages. We're going to go here. I'm going to stay in here all night. I have not eaten dinner yet. I got lots to do. Lots to do, folks. So Texas. What we're saying here. And Johann Dancing Gypsy. I'm in Texas. No power. Using wooden tent stakes to make the fire. Uh-oh. They're burning wooden tent stakes. Hey, nice lady there. I met her at LeakCon. Mass River. Wonder if folks will have winter clothing down south. Oh yeah, we do. It does get cold some, but maybe not like up north. Hey, I've been in the Caribbean. It's all what people are acclimated to. I've been in the Caribbean wearing nothing but swimming trunks and jumping in the water thinking it was hot and seeing people walk around with sweaters on in the month of March. To them, it was cold. To me, it was great. So, you'd be surprised how things can change according to where you live and what you're acclimated to. Yeah. So, oh no, Hun says, Amanda, who are you talking to there? Oh no, no power, okay. I'm talking to our friend, Johann Dancing Gypsy. So, there's a Rose. I've got a stove there. And we got old Fart and Crypto. Hello, Greg. Hope your worms make you out. They'll be fine. I put them all to bed. All righty. And GRGDEL, howdy, Greg. Is GRG short for Greg? Prosperity, ice on power lines. Yeah, it does cause havoc. All right. Ice and trees fall. Well, I showed you some trees falling in the road when I went out for that drive, right? So, and yes, we know we're trying to stay warm. Well, I'll get some coffee here. Another multi-vehicle crash in PA. Oh, that's sad. Oh, it makes a huge difference. It sure does. All new to me, so strong peeps. All right, Amanda. All righty, guys. Sticking a strong candle or wick into a container with Crisco. Yep, Crisco can make you a candle. $100 candle or something crazy like that. A can of Crisco will last a long time. And you can get the big cans of Crisco too. You go to the big box stores. Hey, Greg, hoping things improve for you fast. Thank you, Chewy. But Chewy Weather, my friend Chewy Weather there lost a greenhouse to this ice storm. So far, I just went and fired up my heater again, so I'll have to do it again later tonight, refill it. Yikes, folks. Yeah, it's going to get down to about 10 here, according to the forecast. In Tupelo, Mississippi, no power and the weather seems worse than Colorado. Well, yeah, you get more power outages than they do. Hi, Green Greg. So I just realized I've been talking about you here for 10, 15 minutes, right? Greg from Sill, Mississippi Outpost. Hey, Sill Safety. Alrighty, guys. Let's draw it to close here. I just wanted to bring you an update on this with the power outages. I wasn't able to show you that map when I went live early because I was out walking around in the ice and the rain. So, you know, I wasn't on the internet like that. Texas without power because of ice. But, yeah. But they're also doing a rolling blackout, too. So there's a big demand. So Uncle Greg and my worms are doing great and still eating a ton. All right. That's good to hear. That is awesome. That is awesome, Fanika. All righty, guys. Finca, however you say that. So South Georgia from Love Life. Yeah, guys, already I got to get me some Moscow, Tennessee. We still have power. Well, I still got it here. I'm lucky. We're blessed. Those of us got power, we're all blessed. Count our blessings. Be happy, but be prepared just in case you don't have the blessings, folks. And I want everybody to say a prayer for those that don't have the power. But for right now, I'm going to go. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to jump on. I'm a busy puppy right now. I got a lot to do tonight. I really want to thank everybody for watching. And I got to go back to the soon to end this. I said they're watching it through our chat session. All right, folks. Again, stay warm, stay dry, stay off the roads. Don't do what I did earlier today. And thank you